Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for May 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Aries at this time, please? Messages for Aries at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out is the number 3, Archangel Gabriel. Your second card is the number 19, Reflection. 2 major arcana. 3 major arcana, Aries. The number 20, Will, Wisdom, and Mind. Beautiful messages for the month of May. On the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Forces, the Bird's Nest. This is a card about feathering your nest, preparing for expansion. Whatever that may mean. It could mean a business expansion. It could also mean expansion of family. Expansion of your friendship base, your spiritual expansion. But prepare, because there's work required, but it is worth the effort, Aries. With the Bird's Nest card, that's sure success. I'm going to clarify these cards with some cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. What are the clarifying messages for Aries, please? Clarifying messages for the month of May for Aries, please. Thank you. Clarifying Archangel Gabriel, the 5 of Swords. Clarifying Reflection, the King of Swords. Clarifying Will, Wisdom, and Mind, the Hermit. Well, that's perfect. On the bottom of this deck, Justice. And this is a card of balance. The universe writing everything, whatever that means. So, in some ways it can mean be careful what you wish for, Aries, because the universe will, what goes around comes around. And so, at any rate, I always like to think that the cards on the bottom of the deck clarify each other as well. So to me, when I see these two cards together, this says to me that there's a justice that is coming for you in your favor, Aries. You've done the work. You're preparing for the abundance that's coming, for the expansion that's coming, because it is something that's owed to you. And that's not an egotistical endowment. It is a karmic one, that you have gone through the dark night of the soul. You've paid the debt. You've done the work, and it's time now for the reward. So this is the universe making things right on your behalf. The first card's out for you, the number 3, Archangel Gabriel, is a major arcana in the Akashic Tarot, as I said. And this is a messenger of divine communication. He is bringing peaceful communication easily to you. You can see the doves in his hand there, doves of peace, peaceful communication, and you can call on Archangel Gabriel to help you right now, to assist you in whatever it is that you need to share or want to share, and with whom you would like to share something. So it's up to you, Aries, to decide right now how that resonates with you. the Five of Swords clarifying this. These two cards say to me that, I'm an Aries, I have an Aries sun, and we can be very tactless in our communication, Aries. We can basically end a relationship if we want to with just a few words. We can be very cutting with our remarks and with our comebacks, and especially if people have abused us for a long period of time and we have taken something for a long period of time, we can unleash on someone. And forgive me, I'm speaking from personal experience, but I just feel this with these two cards that, we can unleash hell on someone, Aries. And the Five of Swords, to me, clarifying this communication card of Archangel Gabriel, that's peaceful communication, is that it's important right now to keep it peaceful, Aries. And to remember, sometimes it's more important. You can see this witch here is taking these swords away from these other two witches. And she's obviously won, but the question is, at what cost? And sometimes it's better to share than to win. That's the meaning of this Five of Swords within the Everyday Witch Tarot. The specific meaning for this card is that it's better to share than to win sometimes. So, as difficult as it is, and again, no judgment, speaking from personal experience, as difficult as it is or can be to keep communication on a peaceful level, Aries, I get the feeling that it's just important to do right now. Because you're only, adding a jewel to your crown when you do that. You've paid in the karmic debt, but there's no reason to turn a nasty corner now. You're only feathering your nest more and putting another jewel in your crown by having peaceful communication with someone, as difficult as it may be, and as much as we may want to end something, put someone in their place, right or wrong, it's more important sometimes to allow someone else to have the last word. Let someone say something without having to respond to it. And this is, you have to take this how this resonates with you, Aries. These are just inklings that I'm getting. This is just intuition that I'm feeling, again, about this card. So we have the power of wit. We have the power of wisdom. And we certainly have the power of being able to cut someone deeply if and when we choose to do so with our communication. Every Aries that I know can be vicious with words and can cut someone to the quick with a smile on their face. And if you've ever pissed off an Aries woman, excuse my French, I saw a meme once that said they will open the door to hell with a smile on their face, if you've wronged them enough times. Aries are very tolerant, I think, people. As much as we fly off the handle, we are very tolerant with the people we love. We put up with a lot, and we give a lot and a lot and a lot of chances before we finally decide that we've had enough. And when we've had enough, then that's the end of the situation in a lot of the cases. So we have another sword here that's clarifying. The number 19, another major arcana, the reflection card. And this is a beautiful card about potentially taking a trip on water, of course. That is one of the meanings of this card. It is also about being in a reflective state right now, that you are as calm as a still lake. Allow yourself that ability to be so reflective that you examine your life and whatever it may need right now, whatever it is that you need to examine, then that may resonate with some of you, and be reflective about that. Some of you may be changing jobs. Some of you could be changing relationships. There are many different scenarios, but the deeper meaning of the reflection card is that you are more in line with your psychic abilities right now, Aries, and do your best to get in tune with that, because obviously that can only help you. And with the King of Swords clarifying this is a card of clarification, making a balanced and clear decision about something. So perhaps some of you are trying to make a decision right now where the King of Swords clarity is going to be beneficial to you. Perhaps there's some issue of reflection that needs to have more clarity. And it could be that perhaps there is a relationship that needs clarity in your life. Maybe there's a relationship that you already have clarity about, and you're doing your best right now to hold your tongue and keep the peace. That is just for some of you, of course. But absolutely right now, get more in touch with your psychic abilities, Aries, and whatever intuition is telling you. Start to listen to those inklings more. Ask for the Ascended Masters and the Akashic keepers, of those records to open those doors to you, to give you the ability to have more insight, to have a more focused mindset, to be more intellectually aware of your psychic abilities. As much of an oxymoron as that may sound like, obviously we all have psychic abilities, and we're taught to ignore those psychic intuitions, those inklings that we have. And this is definitely a time right now when those doors are open for you, Aries. The next cards out for you are the number 20, another major arcana in the Akashic Tarot, will, wisdom, and mind, clarified by the Hermit, number 9. And I said this was perfect because these cards all just go together amazingly, because they tell a story. What is it that you want to use the will, wisdom, and mind of the divine toward in your life? And to me, this says it's something to do with your psychic abilities, potentially. And maybe you having clarity about that, Aries. Some of us are taught to ignore those things for so long that we find it hard to even believe or remember or imagine that we have them available to us. And so with the Will, Wisdom, and Mind card, this shows the fire, symbol for fire here, symbol for water, Celtic knot, the three-legged symbol for the Isle of Man, I believe is what that is, and then the crown, which shows, the highest knowledge of the divine, and how you want to use this power of creativity and receptivity and what you want to create right now, Aries. With the Hermit card clarifying this is about you going and taking the time to do the work, the meditation, and some of you already have. Again, some of us have already gone through the dark night of the soul, and We've already done the work of the hermit. We've already gone within. We've found the inner strength, the solitude. We've taken the time to study ourselves, to find that higher guidance and higher wisdom within us, and what it is that we want to do with it now. And for some of you, I feel that is to do with tarot potentially. It's something to do with psychic abilities. Maybe some of you are tarot readers. Perhaps some of you do other types of healing work. At any rate, these are beautiful messages for you for the month of May, Aries. Again, this is a time of deep reflection for you, deep wisdom, and deep emotion right now. With this reflection card, it's a time of deep emotion as well. So allow yourself to feel that way. I know I've been feeling very emotional in the month of May already, and there are lots of things going on right now with the planets. And allow yourself to push, let me rephrase that. Allow yourself to feel those emotions as they come up, and feel your way through them. Let them come and go. Breathe them in and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and then breathe them out. And allow yourself to say, there, I let that go. I let that go. I felt it, good, bad, or indifferent. I breathed it out, and now it's done. And leave it at that. And you're stronger on the other side. And with all these cards being major arcana, Aries, let me just say once more, deep, peaceful communication with Archangel Gabriel. Call on him to help you keep it peaceful. Reflection, a time of deep psychic power and intuition, deep thought, deep emotion, and will, wisdom, and mind, the power of the divine within you, and how you want to use that power, Aries. Very, very powerful month for the month of May for you. So take the time that you need to get the clarity that you need so that you're prepared to make those decisions whenever the time is right for you. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you've enjoyed this May reading. If you did, please reach out right now and hit that like button. I'm going to shuffle because I have not done it sufficiently yet. I'm going to put that one back in the deck. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Aries. What is the Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Aries at this time, please? Well, I just am having trouble hanging on to these cards today, Aries. They all just want to jump out of my hands, but I'm going to keep shuffling until I pull one. Let's have a good one for Aries, please, for the month of May. Something to go well with these messages of communication, psychic ability, the divine within us, going within. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. Thank you, Spirit Family. This is the card that jumped out, and I kid you not, dances on one foot, balancing act. This is the card that jumped out. I am kind of stunned by that, Aries. And this is a card of just that. all the things that we try to keep in the air. Dances on one foot, balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step may seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. If you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It is not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. That requires trust, does it not, Aries? And again, no judgment, speaking from experience, something that can be very difficult at times is trust. Reaching out for Spirit's ever-present and guiding hand. And we must remember that Spirit is there for us at all times, whether it's our spirit family, our spirit guides. They are always there, ever present for us and waiting for us to ask them for their assistance. So do not forget that that is available to you at all times, Aries. And sometimes just saying whatever name it is for you, whatever deity it is for you, if it's Jesus, the Lord, God, Christ, whatever it is for you, Obama, hey, no judgment. It can bring peace. And forgive my, jocularity, but there's not bringing any harm to anyone, Aries, for you to just say the name, add some I arrive is another phrase that in the Akashic records is documented within this deck to bring us into the present moment. Add some I arrive, add some I am here. And that allows us to come back into the present moment, to bring us back to the present, and also to see ourselves arriving at our highest goal, at our highest dream and our highest desire, with the divine walking beside us through life, seeing us through everything. So perhaps there will be a meditation within one of these cards that will be beneficial as well for the month of May. This is the Divine Abundance Oracle deck by Tasha Silver, and all these decks will be listed below in the description box if you're interested, Aries. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. What's the message for Aries, please, for the month of May 2023, or whenever this message finds them? Ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. That is definitely an affirmation, mantra, what have you, for the month of May, Aries. It can be difficult for us to receive, speaking again from experience. So let us begin. Let us begin to recite that to ourselves every day. It is easy for me to receive. The divine lives within. It is easy for me to receive. These are absolutely beautiful messages for you, Aries, and I hope that this has resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful May. Love and light.